Let's see a high level the challenges what a traditional method collection agencies go through, and maybe towards the end we will see how these challenges are getting addressed. Okay. So the challenges that the traditional method will typically, I think people who are on the call, you might be able to relate. You would be encountering a lot of user mistakes. People will forget a date that they should have ideally reminded, and they should have closed a dispute, or they should have done a follow up for a promise. This dates will go for a lot of miss outs, and yeah, people need to do a lot of training. And ideally this is quite common in collection agencies, because in collection agencies, except the team manager from some position, the people on the ground level have a basic level of education. So you need to give them a lot of training to get into that position. And with a traditional system which is code based and a very specific discussion capturing, it may become even more difficult. This is very crucial one. Chasing irrelevant data at irrelevant time. So what does that mean? When I say chasing irrelevant data at irrelevant time means, when you get a file for debt collection, it is always going to be a 80-20 rule. So what is the 80-20? 20% of the debts are going to be easy to collect. 80, you might need to spend some effort. Of that also there's various categorization. How the system is going to effectively help you to identify that 20 where you can do a recovery very easily. Typical systems doesn't give you this offering. You will apply the same formula, same disposition, same methods to all the debts, which is going to be time consuming. Again, as I explained before, the legacy systems, the communication methods are discrete, which means at some point in time, when you want to find out what has happened, you need to run about checking the data in some 8 systems. Let's say you have some legal to be done. You want to download a timeline. You want to give the overall what has happened with the debtor. You need to go into various systems, which is not helpful. The end debtor, if in case he want to give some options, he need to run around various systems. With whatsoever being the challenges, you can see that when you get a file from a client, you'll be doing a lot of manual operation even before you load the file. When you want to generate a month-end billing, when you want to do a skip tracing, there are a lot of activities. Though you'll be using a system, because there's not much capabilities around, you'll still spend 50 to 60% of your effort in doing manual activities. Finally, the compliance. Compliance is very key, where there are a lot of complaints in each and every zone. Like let's say, yes, in Saudi Arabia, you cannot message on a Friday. In some other regions, you cannot message beyond the working hours. You cannot message per person on the working email. There are a lot of regulations we need to take care. Yes, and without that, we move into a new system, or we just implement an add-on into our legacy system just to push, we might end up with a lot of fines and compliance issues. So these are the challenges we typically face.